Welcome, good evening, welcome to the White Filth channel with me, White Filth. We are going to do the second part of the Grailsapalooza video, or the Grailsapalooza Noon Collection update. Stupid title, but I called it that in my excitement many moons ago. So let's stay with that, so we have a nice list of them, so you can find them back. In the background, something I caught in the wild, so to say, the Legubrum Totem. I'm not going to show this in an update, maybe caught in the wild. But we had Legubrum enough. This is the carrot orange vinyl version that I picked up at Consoling. For my 2 cents, the only metal shop in Ghent worth visiting. I did a few, but not that much to see over there. So yeah, if you have the beer card patch or badge, let me know. I would gladly trade, or just add them to the collection. Nothing more to say about that. Well, that will start cranking out of the mud. We'll dive in. Like I said, this is the second part of the Grailsapalooza video. The last one was from the Cellar in Greece. This one is from Descent Toward Damnation. I didn't write it down, but I think that's the title. The Finnish distro and mail order that has an unlimited supply of records, new and old. They got on my radar because they had records that were new at the time that I was looking for, still in stock at just regular prices, which was unthinkable at that time, especially now. So it's one of the better ones. It's in Finland, so shipping is a bit more expensive, but knowing these records, it's packed to perfection, and shipping is expensive wherever you come from or wherever you are. So I think about 9, with some cheating here and there, of course. And let's just delve in. These are records that sort of fill holes in the collection here and there. I took a bunch out of the collection, and instead of selling them one by one on Discogs, I just said, let's push it all out. And one guy bought everything once again, so I had some cash injection. And the plan is to, whatever that happens, not to just scatter orders around, but just have one bulk, so I know that is that. And the thing is, I asked myself, would I trade this bunch for these records? And the answer is always yes. So without further ado, here we go. First one, it's been a while since we heard from Trve Ildjarn. There you go, Mike, you have a new drop. Biket Nexemu, and this is Daufus, their, or his, I should say it there because it is Trve Ildjarn and Sir N that were still together at this time. The music is from 2010. It was released as it's basically a rehearsal. The original was a rehearsal tape limited to 9 copies by the band themselves. Unknown year, so I don't know when it actually came out. Music's from 2010, so the tape should be 2011, maybe 12. But yeah, like I said, limited to a whopping 9 copies. That is unfindable or unthinkable to get something like that. This is out on Mysticism Productions. This is number 009. There you go. This came out, or the vinyl version came out in 2016, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, 2016. Limitation is unknown for this one, but since there are 300 in collection, I would assume 300 to 500. I don't think they're all neatly written down on Discogs, so yeah. Like I said, 2 people on this one, and as session drums re-recorded in 2015 by N. So I think maybe the cassette version is a different version because, like I said, the drums were re-recorded just before the LP came out in 2016. What it is the Cat Nexemu in their early stages. So the cold feel you get from all these things, all the snowy covers, all the white landscapes that just culminate in this rehearsal demo, whatever you would call it. A little hit, but it's an older record. There you go. Nothing too much on this one. Central label wise, site HMU, and this is site ETH. Yeah, demo 2010, and a good one to start off with. I religiously bought all these re-releases and demo compilations. Sorry, but to finally add this to the collection is kind of a special thing. Anything else on there? No, cassette? No, that was that. So that's the first one. I'm going to create space to put them down neatly. There you go. The second and the third one are basically a package, and it's the Ildjarn train that keeps on running. First one is Landscapes. This is a bit of a, they're all kind of grailish, but this one is a bit special. Landscapes is Ildjarn, or the, you have two sides. The second one is forest poetry, show that or tease that. They're both from 1996, so you have two sides coming out of Telemark, Norway. Ildjarn himself does forest poetry as his black metal, his maybe his best work. Depends on what day you catch me at, but for now it is my favorite since it's the last one that came in. This Landscapes is his majestic, dare I say. It's not Emperor, you know, it's not symphonic galore, but it's his ambient work that is in a fair contrast to the black metal he is creating. This is a limited to true 200 copies from 2003, and like all of his output on vinyl, this is true Northern heritage. I remembered for once. These are all very black and white, very stark images, you know, landscapes. It is what it is. But yeah, very soothing ambient in comparison to what he's doing in the black metal realm. It is weird that it's from the same guy and that they are both from the same time. Limited to 200 copies, but this one has a bonus track, so F3 is a bonus track. I don't see a track list on here, but it's all untitled anyway. Northern Heritage, 2003 to 200 copies. Yes, I already said that. Music and pictures by Ildjarn, so you know he gets inspired by these landscapes, takes photos, and then creates beautiful images. The artwork on here is, like always with Ildjarn, just very black and white, very, dare I say, minimal. It's 3 LPs, so there's a lot of music on here. To say that I have delved in completely is a, you know, a lie, because I haven't. But to finally own this, yeah, there is no reissue vinyl-wise as of yet. This came out on CD in '96 on Norsk Landscapes, a CD label, I should say, by the man himself, from Telemark, Norway. To, I think they got distributed to Napalm. I don't know, they got a distribution deal, but this is for now never been re-released. I think, what's the label that is doing all those re-releases? I'm blanking on it, but I think I saw somewhere that it's getting re-released. Is there something? Nope, like I said, bonus track. Then the black metal masterpiece, Forest Poetry. There you go. This is a little one in his discography. Little in size, not in sounds or anything. This is a double 10-inch from 2002, so a year before the Landscapes, but this came out on vinyl in 2002. This CD, once again, was from '96. This is limited to 500 copies, but still, it's a rather rare record to find. I don't know why. It's probably in collection and stays in collection due to the fact that it is maybe the only relevant 10-inch. That's not true, but yeah. Once again, on Northern Heritage, composed and performed by Ildjarn, recorded by Ildjarn, August '95. Yeah, beautiful thing. In perfect condition, actually. Came out on CD in '96, like I said, also through Norsk Landscapes Productions. The reissue was on Seasons of Mist, and it's been released a bunch of times. The Dagger, and then a Forest Floor. There we go, another landscape. It's been re-released by Seasons of Mist a bunch of time, and then the tape version was through Monstrous Star from Poland, who has a bunch of stuff, but not a bunch of bands, I would say, but nothing nothing too big discography-wise. So it's a rather small label. Anything else? No. Underground black metal crime art was their tag, but yeah, I don't know too much about the label. there we go. Really glad to add this to the Ildjarn Master Collection. I secured one more yesterday. I couldn't believe I found it on a list that was going around. And people didn't seem to pick it up, so I relieved the owner of that one. But yeah, get ready for part 2. Here we go, second part. I had to blow my nose because we would get into trouble otherwise. I switched the record out for the latest Fell Winter that came in, Raven's Call from the Blackened Forest. More on that in an upcoming tape delay. There's a bunch of videos I'm needing to make, stuff like this, so it will come up. Back to the thing at hand. We have 3 by the same band, but we start with a split. And this is the split between Urfaust and Circle of Ouroboros. I didn't think I was going to own this one ever because it's becoming harder and harder to find. And this is called, bear with me, Warloghe Verduistering, I think. A Finnish band, Circle of Ouroboros, and Urfaust, of course, the Dutch band that just called it quits with their Untergang. This split is earlier in their career. Urfaust started in 2003, I think Circle of Ouroboros around that, maybe 2004, something like that. The CD of this record, of this beautiful split, came out on, and I have to see, Target Earth Productions from Belgium, which only had that release as a, yeah, that's the only release on the label. Now, if you look up the label on Discogs, the genres for that label are electronic, rock, classical, folk, world, country, black metal, avant-garde, dark ambient, post-punk, and neo-folk. That is to say that all those genres are put into this record. The Urfaust tracks on here there are 4 tracks on here. You have kind of an intro, you have a faster number, then you have a bridge, I should say, the third track, which is made up more of an ambient piece, and then the third is more Urfaust as we know him. These tracks also appear on the compilation, the Rituales music. I don't know, blanking on that title for now. But the second track is maybe a bit more atypical for Urfaust, or a track that is more akin to their earlier work. There goes the elbow. Akin to the early work in the sense that it is a bit faster and not as dragging and operatic as you are used to by Urfaust. The sound of that track really reminded me of bands that came within the last 5 years. Something like Beast Milk for sure heard that track and was impressed by it. The Circle of Ouroboros kind of does the same thing in the sense that they always have the black metal tag. And also when I talked about the records and I talked to the singer, it's always, it's part of their story, and you can hear that they already mix the black metal with the post-punk and the ambient and everything, but the black metal is present, I should say, more than in their later work, for example. The LP is on a Distuxen Aigigo, something like that, Productions from 2006, a Finnish label that has Circle of Ouroboros, that has Right for Revenge early work, but that also, for example, has La Sanie from Pessenoir, the first LP version that came out. Black version was on 500 copies. There was also a red version that had unlimited or undisclosed. Did I say that? Yeah, undisclosed number. The inserts, we have Circle of Ouroboros with their tracks, which are in English, which is weird. Dream of Dead, Moldering Leaves, Dimicatio, I think, Eyes of the Flames, Congregation of Sorrow, and In the Forest of the Horned God. It even has lyrics for 3 of the tracks, which is also, you know, that doesn't happen too much anymore. Urfaust just gives us not much. I think that's Manuel Tillemans artwork, but I'm not sure. But yeah, Urfaust at their youngest. Very heavy slab of black wax. Like I said, there is a red version, but this is the nice and neat black, and I'm very content with this one. Like I said, I love the split. It is two of my favorite bands actually in their primitive form or their very early form, but the building blocks are there. I could do with a different cover, but you know, it is what it is. The CD artwork I only saw on online, digital, and I can't make. It's a pond with stones or hippos. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you can get your hands on it, I'll link. You know, I'll provide some listen links. This is a very, very good split. Some say the best in black metal. That's not what I'm saying, but yeah. Let's turn the page. We have the Ultrarimilite, I think from 2015. It's recorded in 2011, but it's in good Circle of Ouroboros style. It comes out a bunch later. This is one of the records that has this logo on top of it. I have not seen every Circle of Ouroboros release, but the ones that bear this mark are some of my favorites, and this is no exception. Two that come to mind is the, here we go, Uskotmin Kirkosa Terpetum from 2016, and 2018 the Vangin Laulu, which I played to death. Let's see. This one is from 2015, like I said, and on Kun Palvelus. Yeah, sound-wise, I talked about it with the split. It just continues here. There's black metal presence, but it's always the melange of all the styles. Yeah, and recorded in the elemental cavern bar Circle of Ouroboros. The painting is by Barney Freed, and Barney Freed is a Tasmanian artist that was in the band, I've written it down somewhere, Remains, which is a band from Tasmania, so that had me triggered. If you are into Tasmanian punk, hardcore, black metal, look it up. We won't be sorry, I guess, for another link. But yeah, nothing too much artwork-wise, just a cover and then the records. There we go. More of the same artwork. The, I don't know, blue, red, white. There we go, track listing. There are no lyrics, there's not much info, so there's nothing more I can give you. What I do like is that I finally made some dents in my Circle of Ouroboros collection. It's not the most expensive records or the hardest to get, but you know, they're all very much worth picking up, so there you go. The second one cover is from the same artist, and the title is Rumi Stadet in 2017. Always really liked this artwork, especially the back and the cover. And this is a double LP. There we go. Cover once again. The back with the entire track listing. I'm not going to read it, but you know, you get the point. I don't even know if it's Finnish. I think so. And I really love the gatefold on here. There you go. Lyrics are also on here, but like I said, they have to be Finnish. There's, I don't know, drawing by B. Freed, Kumpalvelus, and MX, so 2015. There you go. Very nice records. Like I said, this is a double album. Once again, black wax. There are no different versions. These did not even come on CD or on tape as far as I know. And that means as far as Discogs know, but yeah. Same goes for this one. Graphic, black and white stuff. And it always reminded me of the Hannibal series. Not this one, but you know, this one, and then the one with the deer on the inside. Like I said, nice to finally have some more Circle. I listened to the last one or the new one today, which is also, I mean, to be on your 24th, 25th full length and still, cheers. There we go. The smallest, but not the, no. This is Warloghe, there you go. With Vaslandia. It's untitled, but the tracks are Vaslandia and Foretold Vast Sorceries Unfold on Daemonian Productions. This is their second output after the Dark Tower, no, the Black Tower, which was from 96 self-release tape. This is the untitled 7-inch from 97. on, like I said, Demonion Productions in Greece. Limited to 500 copies, yes. There you go. The cover, classic Warloghe. This is back with them 3-piece. Now there's one left, I think. Glaru. Here is the one that is left. Which one? Not sure which one was in Helveti. Ororo Blood Tyrannus is the one that is still left. There you go. Inside, with the castle, the statement by the label, and then what else is in here? The lyrical desecration of Waslandia by Bram de Koolman, dark medieval castle photo by Evil Dark. This is copy number 32 out of 500. Yeah, very cool 7-inch. I've been on a huge Warloghe kick for a long time, but this was the chance to finally pick this up. And of course, in the same week, I find the compilation that holds this one, the Black Tower, and then some unreleased tracks, so definitely also worth picking up. Yeah, the collection is starting to look mighty complete. I think I'm only missing a copy of the Black Tower tape, but the comp will hold me over for now. This won't get in because it's a stupid plastic. There you go. Yeah, look at these guys. Awesome. Found it in, let's see, 95 in Sainazzalo. There you go. Like I said, not the smallest, or the smallest, but not the least of the bunch. Then into some Austrian black metal. I'm not going to talk too much about this one because, like I said, I teased it 1,000 times. I'm going to do the larger Abigor video, but I picked up some more stuff, so I'm going to blast through these one. This is kind of a hybrid record in the sense that I got the Ornix or Hernix box, and he got me some extra sleeves because it was reported that there were some seam splits here and there, so just to have extra sleeves when that was the case. It was all perfect here and there. A bit of bludgeoning, but nothing much. Medieval records need to be bludgeoned. This is the, like I said, hybrid version of Ororo Blood, The Retaliation from 95. First came out on Napalm, I think, on CD. This is the Chaos Sacrum Records from France 2006 version, and this is the yeah, like as you can see, the picture disc version. This is the Ororo Blood helmet. Storming onwards on pagan paths. It basically deals, but like I said, I will get into it more when we do the Abigor video. It basically goes into the story of a lifespan of a warrior. That is what it comes down to. Yeah. Here you go. This is the sleeve that is part of the box set, actually. And there you go. That's this one. That's the back. But I just chucked it in to have a bit of a more rounded release because it's basically just the picture disc and then a black square cardboard. So, like a picture disc go. This came out once, like a lot of Abigor stuff, only on CD and tape, and then the 2006 LP version was 400 black, white, black splatter on 100, and the picture disc was 200 copies, so that's this one. There you go. And then the Orna box came with, like I said, extra sleeves. There you go. And then the box itself. That's this one. A bit of a newer grail for me in the sense that I was hunting for it or looking for it for a bunch of times. This is from 2015 on Soul Seller Records, the Dutch label. And this is limited to 1,000. It's a bit of a heavy box. Has a collage on the back with a bunch of records coming together, like Nachthymnen, like the Devil from, which scratched up, the Devil from Supreme Immortal Arts, the Ororo Blood Retaliation, and so on and so on. Licensed by Napalm Records from Austria. Abigor 94-98, the complete Hernix recordings. PK, Silenius, and TT make up the three men behind this band. What is in here is, and let's see, are they in order? First one is Verwoestung Invoke the Dark Age. And this is basically the only record in here that rounds up their demo period. I'm going to do demo period, this box, and then further and further. But this is in here but belongs in the demo period, if you ask me. Yeah. There you go, front to back. These are all single sleeve versions. Second one is the Ororo Blood Retaliation. There are no inserts in here, it's just, you know, white sleeves with the records because there is a booklet in here. The third one is Mørkeheim. There we go, this is from, let's see, 95. So in each year they just put out a beast of an album. Then Opus is the red one. There we go, going for Opus 4. And the back, we have them all. No, we have Apocalypse, which just came out as a single standing record this year. And then the last one from 97, 98 is Supreme Immortal Arts, maybe their best known, well known, most loved, I don't know. And this actually came out on vinyl in 2022 for the first time, so they have been taking their time. I'll show this more in depth, talk about this more in depth, and also the booklet. This is a miscut booklet, so I mailed the guy from this show to see if he had another one, because as you can see, this is, you know, pages are sticking together, which is a bummer for this box, but it's not his fault. It was sealed, so he didn't know. But he has an extra booklet that is getting rectified. But yeah, very glad to finally add this to the Abigor collection, the ever-growing Abigor collection, and the ever-growing Circle of Ouroboros collection. That's this one. These can go there. All that's left for me is to take a few records, let's see, and make my, you know, whatever we do here. There we go, that's good enough. My picture, but that's it. I should have done it more naturally, but you know how it goes here. That's it, the second part of the Grailsapalooza. The tape is done, so that's perfect timing. A quick little video showing some great records, I think. Next up is, like I said, a tape delay that I'm preparing. There is the Abigor video. I'm not going to say it again because they have a new record and they just keep coming out, and then there's a really good Caught in the Wild, or just a new collection. We'll see, because it is black metal from now on. That's it. Have a great week. I'll upload this ASAP, and then you can have the rest of the week off, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.